As Hong Kong cracks down on dual citizenship, concerns are being raised here about the nearly 300,000 Canadian dual citizens living in Hong Kong who may soon be forced to pick a nationality. Our sister station OMNI's Sissi Wang has more on that story.
As Hong Kong settles into a new normal under the national security law, there's talks that Beijing might next extend its Chinese nationality laws to Hong Kong. Such move would strip dual citizens of their Hong Kong passports if they don't renounce their foreign citizenship. Margaret McQuaig-Johnston, a China expert, says this will be another nail in the coffin for Hong Kong's one country, two systems model, and it would force Hong Kong Canadians to choose between Canada and Hong Kong.
This is putting a lot of Chinese Canadians or Canadians of Hong Kong descent in a real difficult situation if they have to choose.
Global Affairs Canada, in a statement to OMNI, is telling Canadians who wish to receive consular services to present themselves as Canadians to authorities at all times, as China doesn't legally recognize dual nationality in Hong Kong. Edward Chin, a Canadian based in Hong Kong, says police crackdown on pro-democracy activists has intensified since the national security law was passed last June. Some of his peers have already been arrested, and Chin says he will have no choice but to leave Hong Kong if his safety is threatened as well.
Happens to me, who is a hedge fund manager, but also pro-democracy, but also vocal in terms of so-called upholding Hong Kong's old core values, and then they don't like it. And at that time, I think it's my time to leave.
However, Canadian Wang, a pro-democracy activist who fled Hong Kong for Canada last year, says the decision of which nationality to keep is still a difficult one for many Hong Kong Canadians who have established their life in Hong Kong, since the loss of Chinese nationality would also take away their right of abode in Hong Kong.
Currently, under the immigration ordinance in Hong Kong, if you drop or cease your Chinese nationality while being a Hong Kong permanent resident, you seize both at the same time.
At the end of the day, Wang says the choice is a personal one and will depend on each individual situation. But he anticipates many will choose to come to Canada after the national security law was passed, and is calling on the Canadian government to make preparations, as many of these Canadians have never set foot in Canada.
There is a significant proportion of Canadian population in Hong Kong who have never had any establishment in Canada. That's why Canadian government probably wants to be prepared to accommodate them.
For now, the Canadian government is still seeking more information from the Hong Kong government on any changes to the treatment of dual nationals. But Chin says January 31st will be a date to watch for, as that's when UK will open its doors to British national overseas passport holders who wish to move to the UK. Chin says if there's a mass departure of people, then Beijing could move to ban dual citizenship in Hong Kong as retaliation to prevent Hong Kongers from leaving. For CityNews, I'm OMNI's Sissi Wang.
It's just a David versus a Goliath battle. And it seems like the little guy is actually winning right now.
How did a struggling video game seller become the hottest thing on Wall Street? Ahead, we look at how amateur investors were able to game the